got to turn the camera on while we just leave all together so that you can see people, because our group thinned out here again, so now I'm back to the weakest link of the group. We've now only got 4. We started with 7. 3 other guys must have peeled off back there because we waited for a while. They haven't shown up. This trail is pretty nasty. It's really fun, but it's pretty technical. There's a lot of really steep stuff. I know what you guys are thinking, because I'm thinking the same thing right now as I watch this back, that this isn't deep, or this isn't steep, but it is freaking steep. And I got my front tire down in this rut, and then I started to tip over, and you can't pull your tire out of the rut because it's only as wide as your tire, and it's 6 or 8 inches deep. And then I just had to stick a leg down, and this is freaking steep. The camera does not do it justice at all. There's no way I would have jumped off the bike right there to get reset if it wasn't steeper than all freaking together. Oh, like this. Oh my gosh. That was a dumb mistake. I am so cross-rutted that the actual skid plate is high-centered, guys. These are deep ruts. I'm completely high-centered on the skid plate between 2 ruts. It was insane. So in this next section, you're going to see some of these ruts where it was so deep that the bottom, your tire is down in a rut where you have no way to go except for exactly where the tire can go, because it's 6 or 8 inches deep and it's only as wide as the tire. And then the next level up is a spot where foot pegs have dug out. So it's almost impossible to keep your feet on the foot pegs because it's not wide enough. Your feet get wiped off the bike because of the ruts, off the foot pegs because of these ruts. And then so you're just kind of paddling up these hills. See how my feet are just kind of paddling up? There were some that were even deeper than this, where I was literally had my feet up above about the seat height as I'm kind of going up some of these hills. It was insane because the water, the rains would come through and just dig these ruts out deeper, and then the guys would come through on their bikes and make them deeper and deeper and deeper. And so some of the ruts, which I don't have footage of right here, some of the ruts were almost as high as the freaking handlebars. It was intense. That's the crap we've been doing for hour after hour after hour. So you can just hear the exhaustion in my voice. This is towards the end of a loop. Normally where Bartosh would do this loop, split this into 2 days, we did 2 of his loops in one day, and I was gassed. gassed by the end of this thing. So it's my third day back on the bike, realistically, after not being on the bike for 6 or 7 months, I guess. And I was just gassed, just absolutely exhausted. And the trails were very technical, very challenging. And this is me kind of at the end of my rope, at the worst of my riding. But I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff, some of the terrain, and the cameras do not do it justice. If any of you have ridden technical terrain, you know that when you take a video of it and then you go watch it back later, it doesn't translate. It just doesn't translate at all. The steepness, the technical, nothing translates on the video. So this was a very intense ride, and I just wanted to thank Bartosh and Dave for taking me on this sucker, because they kicked my trash, and I was 100% the weakest link both days that we rode.